Hello, ghouls and gals, and welcome to another edition of Paul's Cinema Picks of the Week. I am not Paul today. I am Madame Macabre, and I will be your host, your horror hostess, Halloween horror hostess, if you will, because today is Halloween weekend. Monday is Halloween, so we'll be all set and ready to scare you. But for now, we're going to scare you with some Halloween-themed movies that I've chosen specifically from Paul's collection that we can show here. And we're going to begin with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Yes, the one Halloween movie that did not feature Michael Myers in it at all. But it featured a guy played by Tom Atkins, a young lady, Stacey Nelkin, and Dana Hillary, who is the villain of the piece. And it features a toy manufacturer named Conal Cochran, who invents these Halloween masks with very horrific surprises. Surprises that you wouldn't expect when you buy your Halloween mask. But it is one of the funniest Halloween films, even if it wasn't exactly overly spooky. At least I didn't think it was spooky. You might. And it's a diabolical plot that is intricately thought out by Conal Cochran to scare 50 million children to death. 50 million children to death. So put on your Halloween masks and get ready for a few hours of pure terror, because Halloween is here again. But yes, this one didn't do very well when it first came out in the theaters, but after a while it found its audience on video and DVD and Blu-ray and any format you choose. But yes, Halloween 3 in itself was a very fun Halloween movie, and the caption reads, "The night no one comes home." Okay, now, next we have here is a made-for-TV movie from 1985. You getting this one, sis?
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Midnight Hour. It stars Shari Belafonte Harper, LeVar Burton, and Dick Van Patten. It's a movie about a Halloween night, and a curse is set upon this New England town where zombies, spirits, witches, and all sorts of goblins show up in this town unexpectedly. And center at this film, though, is a romantic love story between a young man named Phil. And Phil meets up with this very nice, lovely, beautiful cheerleader girl named Sandy, who might have a few secrets of her own. But I'm not going to tell you. If you haven't seen this one, you have to see it. But nevertheless, they all team up to battle the zombies, to battle the witches, the ghosts, and the goblins, and the vampires, and of course, zombies. Everybody loves a good zombie. So, yes, check out Midnight Hour. It's certainly one of the more fun and less ghoulish TV movies about Halloween. Now we have a magnum opus by Rob Zombie called House of 1,000 Corpses. And it's about two couples that take this ride throughout the countryside, and they end on the back roads of America, and they end up at this strange tourist shop run by a man named Captain Spaulding. You might know Captain Spaulding as a character that Groucho Marx once played in a movie that he did way back in the day called Animal Crackers. And this one here, it's totally different. This one here, he could be a homicidal maniac. And these lost and stranded people, they meet this bizarre, almost cannibalistic type family. And they put them through this horrific ritual, satanic rituals. They put them through all sorts of torturous and agonizing events that go on, and it's one of the classics, one of the current classics that Rob Zombie did. Although a lot of people may not take to Rob Zombie's type of movies, at the same time, they might even like this one here. And if you like your horror at a little bit of an extreme nature, it's certainly one that I would definitely put into my collection. And I even have a copy of it myself. So yes, there it is, House of a Thousand Corpses, which then they came out with some sequels, The Devil's Rejects, and finally, Three from Hell. Now we come to another one here. We have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Yes, there was a series of books, iconic books, that came out with this theme book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And they would tell all these really eerie, spooky stories with these equally grotesque and often gory illustrations. And it's a movie that is fitting of that type of those books. And you get a different, it's like it takes place on a Halloween night, and it's like different stories. Each person in the story has to confront their own fears, the things that they're afraid of the most. They have to confront that. And that's how they have to deal with the different scary situations that happen. But yes, the fact that it takes place in 1968 on a Halloween night is certainly one that I enjoyed when I found this one. I enjoyed it, and I'm sure a lot of you all will enjoy this film too. It's not overly gory, although I can't promise that there won't be gore in it. You just have to watch it for yourself and find out. But it's going to be a really good one. I'm planning to watch it again very soon. Now we come to Tales of Halloween. This movie is called an anthology. In fact, it has 10 stories about ghosts, ghouls, and monsters and devils and all sorts of scary things that happen on Halloween night. And it more or less it combines each story so that it leads to an inevitable conclusion. At least that's how I saw it when I first saw it. Because it says, one night, one town, 10 chilling stories. And if you like stories that take place on Halloween, with maybe a little excessive gore, but nothing major, you would find this tantalizing and to your liking. Watch it on a very spooky night with the lights out. Make sure the lights are out when you see these movies. So that way the ghosts won't get you, because they'll know that you're watching their show and that you enjoy what you're seeing on the screen. Now, for a little touch, I have a movie called Stan Helsing. Not Van Helsing, it's Stan Helsing. It's from the executive producer of Scary Movie. So it's a spoof movie, but it takes place on Halloween. It says, the most feared monsters in cinematic history have met their match in Stan Helsing. And more or less it takes place on a Halloween night. Stan Helsing is a video clerk who works in a video store. And he has to take a video out to a place in a remote area. So with his best buddy, with his insanely sexy ex-girlfriend, and an exotic dancer who is also a massage therapist, they take a detour into a town. And this town is cursed by parodies of 6 of the most famous monsters in movie history. And if you've seen a Scary Movie, then you know that it's going to more or less spoof. So it's a little lighter touch. After all the other movies I've explained to you, it's a lighter touch on the Halloween theme. But at the same time, if you like movies that are ready for Halloween, then it's perfect. You will enjoy it. You will love it. Because Madame Macabre said for you to love it. And finally, the one I wanted to save for last, is Trick or Treat. And yes, this is another anthology type movie where it takes place over a single night. Each story intermingled with the last until there is one inevitable conclusion at the end, which I am, again, not going to say. But you have to pay attention to the movie and watch and see for yourself. Yes, I picked it up on Blu-ray, so I have some extras as well. And you get Season's Greetings, animated short, and animated short. Trick or Treat Season's Greetings, that is. And how did many of our scary traditions start for Halloween? You get a history of that. You get commentary, and of course you get trailers and whatnot. But the story is the most important. It's a very effective Halloween movie, perfect for watching on Halloween the night before, and maybe the night after if you've missed it. But there you go. The ultimate, to me, this is my favorite Halloween movie. And you would definitely enjoy it, especially the character Sam. Sam is a very unique young man, and he has a very unique appetite as well. So, that was your Halloween special on Halloween movies. See which ones you like best. Pick out the ones you want to see for Halloween. I might be watching a little bit of Hostel because I love Hostel type movies. Or Drag Me to Hell, which is a very spooky type movie in itself too. So I like a little bit of extreme with my horror. But I hope you all have fun. Trick or treat and happy Halloween, because I'll be seeing you at the movies. Bye-bye.